As you can tell, when we get into this final dungeon area, you can see the elemental sanctuary below you, or at least the grove, the garden below the canyon. So you know exactly where you are in the castle. It's pretty cool. You are persistent, aren't you? So you've come to stop my little ceremony. Well, you're too late. A mere 3 more chimes of the bell will bring the ceremony to its end. And with the 3rd toll of the bell, I'll become like a god. And your precious Princess Zelda will be nothing more than cold, dead stone. There's no time! Quickly out there, to the roof! And you actually are on a time limit here. Like, the bell will ring basically every room you come into. Grab that money, thank you. But, like, every room you come into, you'll get a bell. 2 times left. Like, you're technically on a time limit. If you don't go very fast, you're gonna run out of time. And if the 3 bells hit, that is game over. Yeah, you are on a time limit on this place. And our bell. Now, this is where the bell really harms. The 3rd bell can come here, and it will game you over. So you have to defeat this boss that's coming up here. Ooh, no, it's another Dark Nut trio. Ooh, I'm so scared. Like, if you got yourself with a spin attack, the upgraded spin and everything, and the great spin changes, these guys can be quick like. If you didn't have this ultimate great spell, I don't know how you do this boss fight without it. Like, I think it's designed with it in mind, really. And the black one's just having his extra special attack as usual. Just gotta get around him, and there you go, the red one's gone. Take this guy out here. Just do that and you're good to go. Just be relentless. Now go. The time limit's still going. Just a few more moments and the ceremony would have been complete. You really are obsessed with stopping me, aren't you? Ah, very well. I have not yet drained all of the life force house in Princess Zelda. But what I have should suffice. I should be transformed. Unstoppable. But let me first attend to the pesky worms who would trifle with me. Now this is going to be a 3-tiered boss fight for the final boss. And it's different in the manga. In the manga, Vaati doesn't actually have any control of the life force. Well, he does at first. But then somehow the life force becomes uncontrollable and he turns into a grotesque monster without him knowing. I have no plans to fill with you. Let me show you true power. And now Vaati is now in his ascended form. In this form, you have to take out the eyes that are surrounding him. But he loves to spawn the fire that basically makes you panicking, which is annoying. If the eyes stop, they will shoot out lasers around him, and basically they will hurt. So you have to take out his eyes out of him, and then after that he will have his eye exposed, and that's where you can hit him right where it counts. This boss fight can be a little iffy at times, I must admit, because we're definitely gonna need I'm gonna die, aren't I? No, I got trapped. No, he's got this life-sucking ability here, which is a very annoying. And you got panic fire. Again, it's like, why does he have panic fire? It makes no sense to have him have this, but he's like, but then he loves to do this. Teleporting around. That's like his most annoying ability of him is that he just warps around. But after you do enough attacks on him, he will start doing, having the dark spheres around his eyes, which means you need to use the gust jar to get rid of them so that you can actually attack the eyes. Because his eyes are going to be invincible with that form of that orb around him. That's why I hate the panic fire that he has. He doesn't need it, but he's wants to flaunt himself that he's basically more powerful than anything else. And more or less, though, like he does have like this form he turns himself into in the manga. So it's like, yeah, he's perfect and all, but after he loses his composure, the life force actually takes over. Because the life force, as potentially by what the manga says and what the game lore says, is that the life force is basically like the Minish cap in general. which means it can give the wishes to the user. It basically transforms the user to what it wants. And so, by technicality, Vaati wants to be an all-powerful sorcerer and be all-powerful, which basically turns himself into a grotesque monster. So there's his first form done and dusted. Well, you seem to have some fight in you. I commend your bravery, but you will not survive this. Now for a second form. I am filled with a power you cannot begin to understand. Do you think that puny sword will save you from me? So this form here, he does not turn into willingly. In the manga, this is actually what he turns into involuntary. So, Vaati's second form. He's only vulnerable to the eyes. You have to get rid of his shield. Now, he is going to spawn spikes everywhere, which will give you arrows and hearts. While at the same time, shoot out these sparks of electrical at you. Now, every time you take out his eyes here, and the shield here, you have to expose him, hit him with the Force Sword at all at once, and then hit him. And then he'll be vulnerable. Bear in mind, though, you will be, if you hit once, you are taken back out of your split form. And just go to town on this guy. But those eyes are never in the same spot twice. So like I said, if he's blue here, it's not going to be on the back, on that side. So you're going to have to explain it elsewhere. Come on now, you. Hearts, thank you. I need those hearts. Usually this boss doesn't give me this boss doesn't really give me a problem at all. You'd think that the light arrows would do more damage, but they don't. The light arrows do absolutely nothing to the guy. Well, it makes me the question why they even want to brought the light arrows in this game to begin with. Ow! Curse that electrical beam. Alright, come here, you. You're panicking, aren't you? Yeah, because you don't have your shield on you, buddy. Take that, you! He's actually, I would say, the easier of the three forms he has. Because he really doesn't really fight back all that often. More often than not, the arena you're in is more enough, basically, the actual true boss in this area. Because you need to take out the spikes and everything, and watch out for the electrical orbs that are coming around, just so you have the ability to get around here, so you don't have your Force Sword to basically get rid of him. He's on the right side. I think usually you go through 4 rounds of this, or 5 rounds. Oh, just like that, he is in the same spot twice. Huh, well, countered that ruined my point earlier. But like these spikes, they do hurt. And that's what he's going to do, because he normally himself, bumping into him, does not actually hurt you. It's everything that he's summoning around you that's hurting you. So he's a nothing boss. But as you may know, that if your forms get shocked to electricity, you get hurt with electricity. Not only that, your forms go away too. Everything else does too, and you get hurt by it. But again, he could be very deadly when that electrical beams comes out. There we go. Hit him hard. Hey, I hit him all 4. You need to die, please. Thank you. Yeah. What are you gonna do now, buddy? Again, I could use my attack buff and defense buff. I'm waiting that to the final boss, though. If I have to use it. Alright, it's on the right side. Yep, on right side. Oh boy. Why is it with bosses actually, final bosses using electricity? It's like the generalization darkness form. It's like, I've got power. What? Electrical power. It's like, yeah, you could basically charge up, you could use your power, to change technology in the world, give people electronics instead of, using magic to ruin the world. But I digress. Oh, and that's what happened with the sparks too. The spikes can also cover up your little panels right here, so bear that in mind. As well as you need to basically make sure which 4 panels you use. If you use the wrong ones, then you can't do anything about it. Hey! Get back here, you! And you blocked my shots. Slight annoyance, that is! You're going down. Also, the fact that you can't roll. If you roll, you lose your form. So, yeah, take that, you. You have no chance on me. And it's probably the front. Yep, it's front. His eyes are in the front right now. Yeah, this is yeah, like I said before, if you read the manga is a really good read. And like it's a weird combo that it has, really. Because the Four Swords Adventures and the Minish Cap both got manga interpretations or adaptations. But for some reason, when they made like the compilations that were mixing two mangas together, they mixed Minish Cap and Phantom Hourglass as a combo pack. I'm saying, why did they do that? I have no idea. Anyway, that guy's dead. What? What is this madness? I have the power of a god! I have unstoppable might! How could I lose to a child? Because your mind's not on straight, buddy. That's done. You did it! Impressive! Now quickly, we must break the curse on Zelda! Right. Let's go. I'm almost to the brink of death, though. So, Asler, now that you have the power of the Four Sword, you must return Princess Zelda to normal. Let's do it. She's now full of life once again. Huh? Where'd I get here? Hey, yeah! Asler, thank you so much for saving me. When I was turned to stone, I saw visions of you as if in a dream. It looks like the curse has been broken. I'm glad we made it in time. Wah! No, the castle's collapsing. It's too dangerous here. Quickly, we must escape from the castle. Let's go. Oh, we can blow this out. I got some bombs. The door's blocked. We have no choice. Head back to the sanctuary. We gotta go downstairs. I believe there is some health I think you can grab on the way back. I want to say yes, but maybe I am wrong on that one. Nope. Also, I've just realized the door traps are also gone too. That's weird. We're basically on the brink of death here, and there is no health. Alright, we're almost there. And now this is where Vaati has basically lost his mind. And he's basically an uncontrollable monster. You will not escape, boy. Now you will see the true power of the light force. For I have become Vaati, the master of the world. Final boss time. Vaati. True Vaati's form. With eyes and arms now, and eyes to boot. Dang it, that cursed eyes. Alright, this time, however, Vaati is not messing around. He's going to try to attack you with his arms and everything, and shock you to death as well. Like he loves his lightning. He will try to stick his hands in the ground, and that's where you need to use the cane Apache to flip his hands. And now you need to go shrunk down and basically now take out his hand from inside. This is where the great sword comes, the great spin attack is made. Find the one that has the eye looking at you, and attack that one only. Attacking that basically breaks his arm in half. And basically that arm is gone. Now he's armless Vaati. Oh boy. And now he's gonna do it again. Wait for you to get closer here. Bam! Ow! Hey! There you go. Booyah! Ow! There we go. Let's get him. Now this one's gonna have darkness, so you put this on. Good thing it's really close by. Come on, you. If you don't attack this guy enough fast enough, he will boot you out of your hand, out of his arm. So bear that in mind. Oh! Got my first fairy down. There we go, he's gone. That's what I got the fairies for. Now it's time for the true fight. Oh, now you drop a heart. A nerve. Now it becomes basically a waiting game at this point. Because this guy is going to be annoying. He's going to shoot these electrical beams at you, and you need to hit all of his eyes at once again. We have to hit his energy blast back at him. Yeah, his eyes are invincible. So you have to watch out his electrical field, and then you have to attack his eyes. That's why you need this upgrade ability here. As soon as he's about to shoot those light bulbs out, that's where you need to form your fusion and then go after him. But as you know, he always does it at the most improper time possible. Hey! You have to wait till he actually starts glowing his eyes. There you go. Get them all once, and booyah! Go to town! I'm gonna put this on just to be for safekeeping. Trying to turn me to Purple Link. Alright, buddy. Now my attack and defense are up for a certain amount of time now. So I'm definitely gonna need this here. Oh, curse you. I could have used that attack on you, but no, you had to hit me, did you? Curse you, Vaati. Well, he doesn't have to play by the rules. He's a god at this point in time, isn't he? Come on, dude. Oh, you jerk, you moved. Oh, now you start doing it. Ugh, well, this my power is going to be wasted at this point. Come on, dude. Fire away, dude. Come on. There you go. Hit him hard! There you go. That's how it's done. Gonna take you on. Now are you gonna start using your lightning bulbs of death? There you go, this one. There you go. Booyah! That's game. Fool, but the life force, my power. I had such power. In the manga, he doesn't technically die, and he gets sealed in the Force Sword, which is very unfortunate. The Light Sword, the Force Sword actually cures him of his Light Force problems, though. The Light Force was uncontrollable inside Vaati's body. Asler, thank goodness you're safe. You defeated Vaati. You're so brave. But we've lost so much. The castle, all these people. Huh? I feel a tingling come along. I feel weird. Hey! Whoa! What's this? The curse! Defeating Vaati seems to have broken the curse he cast upon me. Allow me to introduce myself to you, Princess Zelda. My name is Asler, master of the Minish lore and sorcery. The mage's cap was my creation, but its limitless power has caused nothing but trouble for your kind. It is any way that you can forgive me. I know many have fallen, and much of the castle has been destroyed. But it is too soon to give in to despair. The curse on me is broken, and Zelda still possesses some of the life force. Perhaps, together, we can do something to make things right. We take this, add a Zelda to it, and we should be able to create a miracle. If one with just heart wears this cap, things can be made right again. Princess Zelda, let your wishes be made real. And Zelda uses her magical wisdom to basically restore Hyrule back to normal. A complete 100% reset. Which I don't... She uses the cap. I think Zelda does use the cap in the manga to restore everything back to normal, I want to say. But also the fact is that the cap also breaks apart too. But also Ezo basically and Vaati do make up. And basically that Vaati became tainted by the evil hearts of men and became what he became to be. And he was just misguided, which is kind of a weird because it contradicts the Four Swords manga, because that means showing that Vaati was sealed away. So it's odd that they decided to make the Four Swords manga not really canon to the game or to the Four Swords Adventures manga, which is kind of weird in that regard. Look, the castle, all those people have been turned to stone. They're all back to normal. The hat is falling apart. Man, I really should have used those higher quality threads instead of the cheap ones at the dollar store. It's a fulfilling with the power of life. The hat has the power to turn the thoughts of its wearer into reality. Vaati's heart was filled with evil, and that's what affected him what he became. But it seems that Zelda's pure heart, coupled with the hat's power, has created a miracle. Huh? Oh, no. It looks like time for us to part has come. The Minish door opens once every 1 century, and soon it must close. I must leave you both now and return to my homeland. I know I've caused you much suffering, but the evil one's power has withered. The power of the Princess Zelda herself has restored the light to Hyrule. Well, Asler, my journey with you has been exciting, to say the least. In fact, I'm more just a little sad that we must part ways now. And he does give him a hat in the manga too, so please accept this. We're given a hat! There you go. Hey, you know, I've never actually seen you wearing a cap until now. It suits you, little hero. Take care! And so both him and Vaati in the manga would leave through the portal together, and Link's kind of distraught about not seeing Asler anymore. But he's become more courageous in the end, though. Farewell, my friend! And basically he becomes a great swordsman, or at least in training-wise, and becomes more courageous and more courageous in everything. And he actually becomes a quite decent human being at the end of it all in the manga. But that's Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap Revisit, everybody. Not too bad, honestly, all things considered. It's still a great game. Like, if you're, like, again, in the Game Boy Advance era, this was this and Four Swords and the Link to the Past remake, technically, on the GBA. It was a great system to hold a lot of Zelda games. Very experimental with the GameCube, I must admit. But it's still a game, it's still a device that technically could hold its own in making SNES games available on the go, which was awesome at the time. I think in this game, though, the dungeons are really good. I still think I think the really sour points are the wind temples, the fortress, the forest ruin, the wind ruins, and the fortress of winds. I think they're the weakest of the bunch because they're the longest dungeons, but also the ones that have the most lore tied to them. While everything else is kind of like there, you know, like we have, you know, the main dungeons. You know, the Cave of Flames was kind of a nothing dungeon technically. And, let's see, and the Deepwood Shrine was just a beginning dungeon. Again, the dungeons only get good, only start getting a little bit better once they get to the fortress, the wind ruins. But that's about it. And then the Temple of Drapa is just, again, a lot of swimming, a lot of backtracking. And then you get to the end, and it's just, the Wind Fortress is just a really long dungeon for no apparent reason. Honestly, I actually do like the Kingstone fusion mechanic. I think it's good. That means it makes you go and talk to the NPCs, you know? Means you might want to go and talk to these guys. You know, they might have something in lore or something. Again, it gives the incentive for the player to go out to the NPCs rather than you going up on your own fruition. Means you may have something to say. But the fusions themselves are a great way to expand the world. And Vaati is such a great villain. I like Vaati a lot. Like, he's not Ganondorf. Like, once he has a goal in mind, and he actively goes out on it. Like, he doesn't wait for the hero to do everything for him. Like how Ganondorf does. Ganondorf in, like, Tears of the Kingdom just sits there, waiting for Link to go and attack him. Like, why? You're free! Go and destroy Hyrule! Do something! Vaati, for all intents and purposes, actually goes out and actually does cause chaos. Like here in Minish Cap, you know, he takes over the king he's frustrated trying to find the life force. So he takes out the king, impersonates him, and basically becomes royalty and basically tries to make Hyrule look for the life force for himself. Like, that's the signs of a great villain. And thus Asler's quest came to an end. But surely this is not the end of Zelda and Asler's adventures in Hyrule. The legend will continue. As long as the power of the light force echoes throughout the ages in Four Swords Adventures. But this still is a great game. And again, it's a great game. Like the gacha mechanic is stupid. I don't like it. I don't think they should have done it. I think the figurines should have been like maybe the fusions, you know, the Kingstone fusions. Put that into it as a mechanic to get the figurines. That way you go out of your way to get figurines plus a fusion item, you know, like something to be worthwhile. But that's about it in that regard. But alas, folks, that's the end all be all of this game. What will it be for the next game on the lineup for Zelda? don't know. I do feel like I need to do another revisit of an older Zelda game we have done prior, just so we have updated branding, but that'll be for later. But as far as here for the YouTube exit, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And until next time, everybody, you guys have a fantastic night, take care, and enjoy this game on Nintendo Switch Online as well. See you guys then. Ta for now. Zoom!